Hi, Eric.
Hi, Tina. How are you today?
I'm really well, thanks. How are you doing?
Oh, doing well. Doing
Yeah.
well. It's very hot here now, and people are actually getting out and being more active again. So it's feeling a little bit more normal at this point in terms of summertime. So
Have you been in lockdown completely or?
here in Iowa, we were in lockdown for about 2 months, but we never had a fully mandated lockdown. They did mandate that all restaurants and bars close, and that any leisure places such as bowling alleys or casinos, those were all closed as well for about 2 months here. And then we started opening back up in mid-May.
The food service sector has obviously been affected in quite a big way, like everywhere else in the world. How has it been affected in your area?
The biggest impact was the owners had days notice that they were going from full service to either being closed completely or modifying their ability to serve to takeout and delivery only. And it happened so quickly that no one was ready for it. And that was the biggest impact. So restaurants that had not ever done a takeout or delivery model had to make that jump very quickly.
Have operators been quite good in terms of thinking of different solutions?
Yes, here they actually were very good at pivoting to that model. And some of the clients we've worked with in the local area, in the local city here, were upper scale, more fine dining, but they made the jump very quickly and were very successful at it. One of the big things that helped them in that process was the ability to sell alcohol to go, which normally in Iowa that was prohibited before, but through the COVID pandemic, they actually relaxed the laws on that and allowed them to serve takeout drinks. So they made that switch very quickly, and that was a very successful model for them. And now they're actually able to maintain that model. That law will not be reversed now. So these restaurants, even though they're able to open back up now, are still able to do to-go alcohol. And they were very creative with how they did it. So, the finer dining establishments with the craft cocktails, they would actually mix up all the ingredients of the cocktail and then leave the alcohol separate. And so when you came and picked it up to go, you would have two individual containers. And then when you got home, all you had to do was simply mix it together. So it was kind of an interesting model how that shifted very quickly and very successful.
So your office has not been closed at all?
No, here, well, in our particular office of Clevenger in the Midwest here, there's actually only 3 of us staffed here in this location, and it's actually my wife and father. So for us to close the office, it didn't really make a lot of sense because we were going to see each other anyway. So we were able to maintain and work through. We did do some work at home days simply because my son was out of school.
Yeah. So has COVID-19 changed your life in any way?
The biggest change is not traveling. As chair of FCSI The Americas and as being an active board member and then all my day-to-day project work, I was quite frequently either flying or on the road, and that has virtually stopped. So that has been probably the biggest change for me.
So you've enjoyed time at home as well?
Oh, definitely, yeah. A lot more family time over the last couple months, which has been great, and I've also been able to get a lot of projects done around the house at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
DIY.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think that that's something you will hopefully continue to do?
As of right now, it looks that way. With the cancellation of our conference here in the U.S. or in the Americas, we really don't have a lot on the schedule for travel. So I think, at least for the near future, I will be at home a lot more.
I know you like your sports. Are you able to watch any of the sports that you enjoy watching?
Nothing. We have had virtually no professional sports, no amateur sports really. One good thing is Little League Baseball has started now, so my son's team is playing on a weekly basis. Other than that, all the major league sports are virtually at a shutdown still, but it does sound like they're going to be starting up in about a month. So that's kind of something to look forward to.
So Little League Baseball is the all-consuming sport passion now.
That's what we have, yeah.
In terms of going out, you've not really been stopped from going out at all. So has it been sort of semi-normal where you are?
As of right now, you can go to bars, restaurants. Everything is back open. I wouldn't call it's semi-normal. I wouldn't call it normal because there is still mask requirements, social distancing requirements. But even this past weekend, we did go to a brewery and had some beer and some nice lunch. So that was kind of the first big outing that we've had. We've kind of stuck close to home. It was Textile Brewery, actually, in Dyersville, Iowa, which is about 20 minutes from here.
Okay. How was that?
It was great. It was very exciting to go out and see people again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we might have taken things a little bit for granted in the past?
Oh, definitely. Just the simple things, running to the store, going out for dinner, having a drink at a bar, those things they feel different now. It doesn't feel as comfortable as it did before, but I'm hopeful that we'll get back to that point again where it's just a normal everyday part of life again.
You said about not traveling so much. I mean, do you miss that?
Oh, definitely. This year, I actually was slated to go quite a few places being chair. A lot of other association conferences and trade shows and meetings, and that's all gone. So I definitely do miss it. I miss the people of the industry and the camaraderie and going out and seeing everyone. That's been the hardest part. Here in the Americas, we've done, for a while, it was a weekly Zoom meeting, and now it's bi-weekly, where we call it the FCSI Happy Hour.
How do you find it then as the current Americas chair? Do you find that you want to be more in touch with the members?
Definitely, that's probably the biggest part that's lacking from being chair right now. I was looking forward to getting out, going to chapter meetings, seeing everyone around the country. I know so many people in FCSI, but to make it, that stronger relationship or a stronger bond with those people, and that's been difficult not to be able to do that because of the limits of travel and the limits of those meetings and conferences and things being canceled. So that's been very difficult.
Do you think that people have appreciated a change of pace?
I think, it's the fact that you've been able to connect on a more familial level with the family, spend more time at home. I think people really appreciate that a lot. It did get tough for a while there, though, not seeing friends and not being able to have that social aspect of, day-to-day life. But I do like the slower pace at this point, Would I want it to continue indefinitely? No, because I do like being out and traveling and that sort of thing. So it's a balance.
Okay. Well, listen, Eric, I wish you all the best, and hopefully that you continue to recover like the rest of us, this horrible thing, and we can get back to normal and meet in person.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it greatly.
Yeah, same. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Tina.
Take good care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.